as the view slowly opens, showing a calm ocean. As the view slowly pans up, revealing three Calamity carriers slowly moving through the sky. As the view shows a deck where soldiers run along, as some soldiers man anti-aircraft emplacements, such as manual machine guns, and some man high-tech flak cannons. Hey, get back to work! We gotta get the bossman's carrier moving! As the view shows beside the carrier, which reads flagship of the GTA DJ army. As the massive carrier, with some of it being made of gold, moves slowly. Hey, you think we're gonna be able to get there in time? Hope so. Otherwise, boss man's gonna be livid if we don't get there. Says this carrier is for GTA DJ. I said make sure we're at full speed. We can't be late. Roger that, sir. As the view shows the guy controlling the actual carrier as he pushes the throttle forward. We're at max speed, sir. We're not slow down at some point though. Engines are at risk of overheating. I don't care. Okay, sir. Fine. As I keep moving, as the words meanwhile appear, showing 3 aircraft carriers, 2 battleships, and 3 cruisers, as the words Savage Security Navy, as the words Kayla class aircraft carrier, Savage class battleships, and Agori class cruisers. As the ships move carefully, as the view shows Savage getting suited up in an airman suit. So, you sure this is a good idea? Going after the flagship of GTA DJ's Air Force, or whatever they call it. And Savage says, we need revenge. We need to strike back against them. But sir, this is crazy. We can't be doing this. And Savage says, well, crazy is my middle name. You have a middle name. Savage, don't you? As the guy blinks. Savage says, anyway. As the aircraft carrier continues forward. So we're making good time. Average of 40 knots. As Savage says, decrease speed and stabilize carrier. Roger that, sir. As the carrier begins slowing down. Okay, sir, we are good. As the view shows aircraft taking off. We got your personal aircraft ready, Savage. As Savage climbs into a Savage Security vertical takeoff and landing Samuel fighter jet. Hey, sir, what's it called? A Samuel class jet? Savage, I don't know. It's like the name Samuel. Do you have a friend named Samuel? Savage says no. Oh, okay, sir. As the jets take off. Oh, right, sir. We're in the air. You sure this is a good idea? And Savage says, of course it is a gory. I don't think it's a good idea. It's a stupid idea. Because you stupid Americans don't know anything else but war and killing and war crimes, whatever, etc., etc., fucker. Savage says, stop being salty that you're losing the war in Ukraine in real life and you lost in the gameverse. The fuck you too, boss. Savage says, thanks, Gory. Savage says, okay guys, our jets are modified with guided missiles. Your co-pilots will control them to hit specific parts of the carrier. Sir, shouldn't we be concerned about their own Air Force retaliating from the carrier? Savage says, that's why 10 of us are going to go after the 2 escort carriers, and the rest are going to go after the primary target. Sir, that's mental. What if they overwhelm us? Savage says, then pray to the narrator, your jets can outrun theirs. Sir, jets are the fastest in the gameverse. I don't think Savage says, shut up, come on. As they push their jets forward, As the view shows the superstructure of the main carrier. As the view shows the secondary now shows the secondary superstructure. Okay, roger all that. Systems are a go. Systems looking good, sir. Good. I'm in the primary bridge. Watching nothing bad happens. Yes, sir. As the guy goes to the bridge, as the view shows Savage's guys in the jets. Okay, sir, we spot the carriers. As Savage says, try and hit the engines. That or you know how there's a sort of control room underneath the runway? Yes, sir. Try and hit that too. That is it's kind of it's a secondary priority target for if you're trying to take up the escort carriers. Roger that, sir. As the jets begin turning, as the view shows the carrier. Roger that. The systems are stable. Okay, what's going on? Hey, do you see it on the radar? That's just our allied aircraft coming back from a training exercise. You know, bombing Iraq and stuff again. Why are we attacking Iraq? I don't know. Why wouldn't we? Touche. Sir, but ain't our jets. The blips are red, not blue. Red means savage security aircraft, but why would they be heading this way? Maybe also a training exercise by their leader? No, something ain't right. As the guy runs over to another screen. Sir, we're sorry. Random person manning the radar. How's it looking? These are savage security aircraft, sir. We don't know why they're coming towards us. They're armed, though, we can tell that. Armed with exactly. And modified missiles, guided missiles. Very big warheads equipped on said missiles are guided as well, so controlled by a person, easy to jam, but this carrier ain't equipped with jamming equipment, and our shields are not working due to maintenance issues. Dang it. As the guy runs over to the steering system, turn us left. Warn the escort carriers of a possible attack. Why would the savage guys attack us? Our boss and the savage guy and our boss are at war. Prepare the air wing. Get some interceptors in the air. Sir, they don't have VTOL capability. It's gonna be hard to recover them. We'll just use the trapeze system, the one that we use for the Mark 1s. They just fly under the carrier. We use the mechanical arms that grab them and pull them into the hangar for the bottom of the carrier. Sir, it's risky, especially in active war zone. I don't care. I'm not losing this carrier and having my head chopped off because of it. As the carrier begins turning, as well as the escort carriers, Savage says, okay, begin the attack run, boys. As they all begin diving down. As the view shows Rebel, one of Savage's friends who's piloting another jet. Sir, boss, they're sending in interceptors. As the interceptors take off from the main runway, heading towards them quickly. Savage says, get our normal fighters out here. Get the Devastator fighters out here. Why are they called Devastators? Savage says, why aren't they called Devastators? What does that even mean? As a missile strikes one of the jets, sending it flying, with it spinning out. Savage says, uh-oh. Scram! As all the jets go separate ways. As 10 of them go after the escorts, and 10 go after the main carrier. As Savage flies his towards the main carrier, determined to take it out. As a missile strikes his jet, though, Savage says, no, come on. As he fires off his guided missiles, and they strike the engines. Heavily armored cage, protecting them from the top. And Savage was, damn it, as his jet slams into the bridge, the primary bridge. Sir. As the view shows the head of the carrier. Ugh. As the view shows Savage climbing out of his jet, he says, fuck. Nice to meet you, kid. As the As the commander strikes Savage, causing him to head to fall to the ground. Savage says, "Who the hell are you?" Well, I should be asking you that question, boy. As he walks towards him, I'm the head of this carrier, and you just decided to board it like you own the place. Savage just fuck off. As he stands back up, but the guy kicks him to the ground. Listen here, boy. I don't like that you crashed into my carrier while I'm trying to get this shit back to my boss. So, if I turn you in, I could possibly get promoted. You hear me? Savage says, "Suck a dick, man. I ain't going down to fight." Oh, feisty. Someone ain't happy. Someone wants revenge, don't they? Savage again, "Suck dick." Now that's just mean, my friend. My Texan friend. That's just rude. As the guy pulls a handgun on Savage, Savage chuckles. Where I come from, you don't get to pull a gun on somebody unless you're willing to use it. As Savage pulls out his own gun. Do it. I ain't scared of death. And Savage looks at him. Knew it, you big old puss. As Savage shoots him in the leg just as a missile strikes the bridge, creating a huge explosion. Warning, damage to bridge. Warning, damage to bridge. As Savage realizes, what the heck? As more missiles begin striking it, as Rebel says, "Get out of there, man!" Over the radio. As Savage shoots the guy in the leg again and runs off. As Savage slides on the deck. As the head of the carrier, though, jumps off the bridge and lands in front of him. "You ain't going anywhere, boy." As Savage says, "You really gonna do this now?" We have to get this video's runtime up, don't we? As Savage says, "Touche." As he pulls out his hammer and the guy pulls out a battle axe. "Let's see what you got." As Savage teleports. As the guy turns around and strikes him, but Savage gets back on his feet and sends 2 lightning bolt projectiles at him. As the guy dodges both, as the ground beneath Savage begins to collapse, and the guy runs at him, as Savage smirks and jumps out the way, just as the ground collapses beneath him, and the guy falls through. Now that wasn't even barely a fight, as the guy hangs on for dear life. That wasn't even barely a fight. Kill me. Kill me, boy. Savage says, "You know what? I'm good," as he walks away. "Oh, you motherfucker." As the guy climbs up, Savage jumps off the side and lands on the wing of one of his allied jets. Savage says, "Come on, let's get out of here." "Sir, we took out one of the escort carriers. The other one's retreating. They left their big target out in the open." Savage was, "We'll take it out, man. Take it out." We can't, sir. It's exposed, but we need to strike its core if we want to take it out. But the core is so deep in there, we blew open one of the hangar doors, but no one's willing to crash their jet fully loaded into the side of it." As if he shows Rebel as he looks at his screen, seeing a low fuel amount. As Rebel looks up, but then an explosion goes off as a jet gets behind him and begins firing its guns, tearing Rebel's jet apart, slowly and slowly. As Rebel says, "No, no, 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 no." As Savage says, "Rebel." As Rebel says, "Sorry," says Savage. "Savage." As Savage says, "Rebel, what are you doing?" As Rebel looks at his control panel, seeing sparks flying out of it. As Rebel says, "I'm sorry." As Savage says, "What do you mean?" As Rebel begins turning his jet, as more bullets strike it, as chunks, as its flaps begin breaking off, but let Rebel manage to steady it. As Rebel says, "I'm sorry, Savage, but..." As Savage says, "Rebel, what are you doing? What are you doing?" As Rebel says, "I'm sorry, but..." As Savage says, "What are you doing, Rebel? Don't do anything crazy. As Rebel says, I'm gonna crash into it. Savage says, what? As an explosion goes off, tearing more parts of Rebel's jet off. As Rebel says, I'm sorry, Savage, but if we want to complete the mission, man, then... Savage says, Rebel, I do not give you permission to sacrifice yourself. Rebel! Rebel! As Rebel breaks his radio in his jet. As Rebel flies towards the destroyed hangar bay. As he pushes the jet to full throttle. Just as more explosions go off. As the view shows Rebel, he says one last thing. I'm sorry, Savage. Win this for us. As he pushes the jet to full throttle, and it slams into the hangar bay. As two soldiers firing their machine guns jump out the way, the machine gun emplacements getting torn off. As he flies towards where the core is stored. As nothing happens though, and Savage looks on shocked. As a massive explosion goes off, tearing the whole carrier in two. As the whole carrier begins collapsing, as it falls apart and begins going into the ocean, as chunks of the carrier begin also breaking off. As the view shows the head of the carrier's commander, it says, no! No, 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 no! As the carrier begins falling apart even more. As the commander says, no. As the carrier slams into the ocean, falling apart slightly on impact, sinking under. As the commander sits there in the water, he says, no! You'll pay for this savage of savage security! As he hears something, what the heck? As the carrier wreckage begins shaking. What the heck is that noise? What the heck? As the view shows a massive megalodon as it shoots out of the water right underneath the guy. Curse you, Savage! As the guy gets set flying and lands in the jaws of the Meg, being taken down with it. As the Meg closes its jaws, the guy, the commander, being dead. As the Meg leans back and slams back into the ocean. A Savage stands on the wing, still not able to say anything. As they land back at the carrier, a Savage says, please tell me you at least salvaged something. Sorry, sir, but we need to get out of here. A Savage says, what? We can't stay here any longer. The DJs are sending out a salvage crew to come and check the wreckage. One of the carriers, the escort carriers, it was owned by CMDJ. A Savage voices, who was the pilot? Some guy named William Wendu Warman. A Savage's eyes go wide as he realizes, William? Savage, please don't tell me I shot it down. You didn't shoot it down, right? No, there was the one that escaped. Minor damage to its structural integrity, but the escort carrier looked like it was intact. Apparently, DJ was helping move GTA DJ's carrier because he still needed to make sure GTA DJ didn't suspect anything. Savage says he almost killed William, and he lost Rebel. A Savage sits on the ground. Sir, are you okay? Sir? A Savage says, just leave me alone, as he walks away. Wonder why he's so upset. As if shows Bakehead. Nah, maybe because his best friend William was on one of the carriers that we almost shut down. Oh. Poker? Yeah, you bet. As Bakehead and the guy walk away, the view slowly zooming out. As the view shows GTA DJ's house. As the view shows him punching a punching bag made out of paper. Oh, I already feel ripped and jacked. Sir, I swear to fucking narrator, if there's another bad news. As GTA DJ gets in his face. It's bad news. As GTA DJ grabs the guy by the neck and holds him over the edge of his balcony. Tell me, or you're eating the dirt. You, sir, I can't speak well if you're holding me by the neck. As GTA DJ throws him onto the ground. What is it? Your personal Alpha Assault carrier was destroyed. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to run. Otherwise, I'm chasing you and throwing you off my fucking balcony. Alright, sir. As the guy stands up sluggishly and runs off. Bad news, bad fucking news every day. Don't worry, Savage, though. I will find my revenge one day. One day, I will get my revenge. As Sparky appears behind him. Why, hello, Master. How has it been? Fuck off. Okay. As Sparky climbs up into the ceiling again. Doopity dappity doopity dappity doopity 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 ready for my return system. Whoopsie, foreshadowing almost gave it away. Lol. Got system. Goodbye. See you real soon. Goodbye. As the view goes dark,